We ranked 5 liveaboard trawlers, from the most demanding to the most forgiving, for one person to own, operate, and maintain alone. Each boat was scored on 5 criteria: docking ease, system simplicity, physical demands, maintenance accessibility, and bad weather forgiveness. Some of these hulls will punish a solo skipper. One practically rewards you for being alone. Starting at number 5, we begin with the boat that demands the most from a single pair of hands. In 5th place, the Grand Banks 36 Classic stands as a beloved icon that reveals its true colors when one person takes the helm alone. This is the boat that sets the upper limit for solo workload in the classic trawler world. Its heavy, full-displacement hull delivers a reassuring ride at sea, but docking in a crosswind can quickly turn into a wrestling match without a bow thruster. Most used examples feature twin diesel engines. Once seen as a safety net, they are now a double-edged sword for solo owners, since every oil change, filter swap, and coolant flush must be done twice. The engine room, while accessible, often forces the solo skipper to work in tight quarters with limited lighting, especially during late-night troubleshooting. On deck, the signature teak planking demands regular sanding, sealing, and occasional repairs, maintenance that quickly adds up to dozens of hours each season. Narrow side decks and low handrails require careful footing, particularly when single-handing lines in a gusty marina. The electrical system, with its older wiring and analog gauges, calls for patience and a willingness to trace faults without a second pair of eyes. Owners in their 60s often reflect that while the Grand Banks 36 Classic is a joy to look at and a pleasure underway, its upkeep and physical demands can wear down a solo skipper over time. Used prices typically range from $50,000 to $90,000, but even a well-priced hull can become a full-time project if neglected. For those who crave vintage charm and are ready for the challenge, this boat delivers. For most solo liveaboards, though, the workload sets a bar that newer designs are built to lower. Number 4, the Kadey-Krogen Manatee 36 brings a sense of calm to solo cruising that stands out in the trawler world. Its full-displacement hull delivers a steady, predictable ride, smoothing out rough seas and letting a single operator focus on navigation instead of bracing for every wave. The side decks measure a full 30 inches wide, bordered by solid railings, an important safety net for anyone handling lines alone, especially in a rolling marina or when the weather turns. At the helm, clear sight lines across the pilot house windows and a forward-positioned side door make it easy to keep one eye on the dock and another on the controls during tricky approaches. Under the deck, the Manatee 36 keeps things simple with a single Volvo diesel engine. This design choice cuts routine maintenance time in half compared to twin engine layouts, and the engine room offers generous clearance for oil changes and filter swaps without crawling through tight corners. Most owners, recognizing the demands of solo docking, have opted to retrofit a 12-horsepower bow thruster, an upgrade that transforms crosswind maneuvers from nerve-wracking to manageable. While the factory offered a thruster as an option, it was never standard, so adding one is almost a rite of passage for new solo owners. Electronics and autopilot systems are often upgraded as well, with many skippers choosing joystick kits and modern navigation aids to further reduce workload. Still, the Manatee 36 does not arrive turnkey for solo use. It requires thoughtful investment in these upgrades to truly shine. Used models typically list between $40,000 and $55,000, making it one of the accessible platforms for single-handers who are willing to budget for a few essential improvements. The result is a boat that rewards preparation with comfort and predictability, but still asks for a hands-on approach when it comes to making solo life easy. Number 3. The Mainship 34 Trawler steps forward as the budget-friendly solo starter that quietly solves many headaches before they begin. For those new to single-handed cruising, this boat's reputation rests on its straightforward systems and how easy it is to find help or parts, no matter where you tie up. A single 4BT Cummins diesel powers most models, a workhorse engine so common that nearly every marina mechanic, from the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes, can service it without reaching for a manual. Owners often remark that oil changes can be finished in under an hour. No crawling over twin engines or squeezing past hot machinery. Access is through a walk-in engine room with enough clearance for a solo owner to check belts, swap filters, or trace a leak at 2 in the morning without calling for backup. On deck, the Mainship keeps things simple. The side door by the helm lets you step out and grab a line quickly, and the moderate beam means you can reach both sides of the boat without a long walk. Docking is forgiving thanks to a single screw layout that responds predictably to throttle and rudder, and there is no need to master complex twin-engine maneuvers. Even in a stiff crosswind, the hull shape and responsive steering give solo operators time to adjust, rather than forcing a rushed scramble. Most used examples trade hands in the $30,000 to $45,000 range, making it one of the most accessible liveaboard trawlers for single owners on a budget. West Marine and other supply chains stock the key spares, so a failed pump or worn impeller rarely means a trip is cut short. For anyone dreaming of the Great Loop or a season afloat without a partner, the Mainship 34 Trawler offers a rare combination: low anxiety, low maintenance, and a market full of support. It's the boat that bridges the gap between traditional, hands-on trawlers and the push-button convenience of newer tech-heavy models, giving first-time solo owners a solid, confidence-building start. Number 2. The Ranger Tugs R29 Command Bridge brings confidence to solo liveaboard life. This is the boat that takes the anxiety out of docking, even when a 15-knot crosswind threatens to push the hull off course and there is no one on the dock to catch a line. At the heart of the R29's appeal is its factory-installed joystick system, which seamlessly blends rudder and bow thruster inputs. With a single touch, the skipper can slide the entire boat sideways or rotate in place. No throttle juggling, no running between stations. Real-world demos show a solo pilot docking the R29 in under 4 minutes in challenging wind, never once leaving the helm or breaking a sweat. Ergonomics are tuned for one person. All controls fall within easy reach, and the helm seat offers a clear view of both the waterline and the dock edge. For solo cruisers who dread the midnight bilge alarm, the engine compartment is designed for access. Routine checks and filter swaps can be managed with one hand and a flashlight without crawling through cramped spaces. Service parts for the Volvo Penta engine and the Mare Power bow thruster are typically available within a week, minimizing downtime for owners who cruise far from big marinas. The R29's compact 29-foot hull keeps physical demands low, whether running lines or stepping onto the dock. Trailerability adds flexibility, letting a single owner haul out for maintenance or winter storage without hiring a crew. Used prices for models built after 2015 typically range from $240,000 to $300,000, reflecting the premium for tech-enabled solo handling. For those willing to invest, the R29 Command Bridge makes single-handed cruising feel like second nature, almost effortless, and just one step away from the ultimate solo platform. And finally, in first place, the Nordic Tug 37 sets the standard for solo liveaboard ease, no matter how daunting the route or unpredictable the weather. The design begins with a 360-degree pilot house, offering uninterrupted sight lines, so a solo skipper can monitor both the dock and the waterway without leaving the helm. A side door positioned right at the helm lets you step out, grab a dock line, and return to the controls in seconds, an advantage that can mean the difference between a smooth landing and a stressful scramble when the wind picks up. The oversized rudder, paired with a powerful bow thruster, standard on nearly every used example, delivers a turning diameter nearly half that of comparable trawlers. That means the boat pivots with authority, even in tight marinas or when a crosswind threatens to push you off course. Maintenance is equally forgiving. The engine room features a full 20 inches of clearance on all sides, so oil changes, filter swaps, and emergency repairs are handled with both feet on the deck and a clear line of sight. No crawling, no contortions, no need for extra hands. Owners regularly cite the wireless thruster remote as a game changer. With the control clipped to a belt or worn on a lanyard, you can walk the deck and dock the boat entirely alone, never needing to sprint between stations. Used prices for the Nordic Tug 37 typically range from $65,000 to $85,000, making it a realistic goal for solo dreamers who want a boat that works with them, not against them. While no official record confirms a solo Great Loop completed on this exact model, the consensus among experienced cruisers is clear. The Nordic Tug 37 makes 6,000 miles of solo adventure not just possible, but practical. For anyone looking to step aboard without a partner and still feel fully in control, this is the gold standard, proof that the right design can make even the most ambitious solo journey attainable. Across all 5 entries, one pattern stands out. Solo liveaboard success depends more on practical design than personal daring. The right yacht transforms daunting tasks, like docking alone in wind or solving midnight system failures, into manageable routines. For solo cruisers, true confidence comes from choosing a boat that won't fight you.